Don't you just love when you come out, you try to get some orders in, you're trying to do some DoorDash, some Uber, you open up DoorDash, you look at the map and it's gray, and you're like, okay, you know what, whatever, let me check back in a few minutes, I'll try to get on then. So you go back, you check DoorDash again, and your map is gray, all right, your area is gray, your region, whatever. But all the surrounding markets around you, they're all very busy, they have big baller orders, catering orders, Spark, they got $40 for 1 mile orders, but you in your market, you're not allowed to have anything. That's exactly what's going on with me today. $5.55 for 5.7 miles. What an order. I've actually only done one order so far since 9:30. But besides that, the reason I want to make this video is to just mention, I did write a community post about this, but I know not everybody reads that. More people will always watch the video than read the community posts. But I did end up converting all of my Solana into Bitcoin. And the reason I did that was, if you haven't seen, Gary Gensler, which is the chairman of the SEC, he's the big huncho. He runs things over there. He basically called Solana and a few other cryptocurrencies, well, not a few other, pretty much all the cryptocurrencies, all altcoins, he's pretty much labeling them a security. If you don't know what a security is, it's basically what a stock is in the stock market, right? You're trading securities. At least I think it's something like that. Right, so that's not good for crypto. It's definitely... you know, if you haven't seen, the markets have absolutely been tanking. I actually converted my Solana to Bitcoin like 30 minutes after that news came out. And then the next day, which was yesterday, prices just tanked. I think Solana went down like 8%. Algorand went down like 10, 12%, something like that. Ethereum, they didn't list Ethereum as security. I don't know why. I guess maybe JP Morgan has ties with them. Big banks have ties with Ethereum, so maybe that's why they won't do that. Maybe Gary or the SEC has ties with Ethereum. But Bitcoin cannot possibly be a security, which is why I converted all of my Solana to Bitcoin. So yeah, all that money that you saw me make, you know, when I was doing the ride-alongs, you know, the $25 I was doing per day, or $50, whatever I was doing. I remember it got to a point I was doing $100 if I made 300 in one day. All of that money is now just in Bitcoin. And the reason I did that, again, is just basically to be safe. Solana has not stood the test of time. It's a newer cryptocurrency, so you don't know if it's going to, you know, be able to weather this storm and then come back and make new all-time highs. While Bitcoin, on the other hand, you know, it would go up and then something would happen, it would crash down, but it was resilient. It always kind of found its way back up. A lot of people just view it as the gold standard. Now, when I did that, I now understand that, you know, I thought that Solana was going to go to $500. So if I had 1,000 SOL, I was like, man, if I can get 1,000 SOL, that's $500,000, right? $500,000. Now, with the Bitcoin, you know, that I have, I probably am not even close to even breaking 100,000 if Bitcoin goes up. I don't know how much Bitcoin will go up. And I know throughout my videos, a lot of people have actually started investing into cryptocurrency, which is exactly why I'm making this video. Just to tell you guys that if you are investing, literally the best and safest thing, like the least amount of risk, is Bitcoin. Right, and this is my plan, at least, right? So what's the plan? Right now, we don't know what's going to happen with the SEC. Also, they're also suing Coinbase and they're suing Binance. I can understand the Binance lawsuit because Binance was basically committing fraud and stuff like that, and they were letting US customers use the regular Binance website, blah, 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 you know, a lot of technical stuff. Basically, Binance is the really bad exchange. Coinbase just kind of got caught in the crossfires, and I think they sued the SEC, so the SEC sued them back. It's a lot of stuff going on, but my plan is to just, I could have held USD, right? I don't really like holding USD. It's just, I've never really been a fan of USD. I think that even, like, you can't do anything with it, right? There's no like, you know, Like, you put it in a savings account, you're gonna get 0.04% interest. Like, that's whack. I'd rather watch, you know, Bitcoin be volatile than to sit there and earn $4 in a year, you know, with my money in a savings account. So I have my money in Bitcoin, and I'm just keeping up with the news, right? I'm on the cryptocurrency subreddit, I'm on the Bitcoin subreddit, Solana subreddit, I'm on all of these subreddits. I got a Spark, nope, no, of course I didn't. Dude, still great, I can't get on 2 hours now. But I'm keeping up with all of the news, and if it comes out that, you know, Solana and these other altcoins are not securities, then I will go back, I will convert my Bitcoin back into, oh, I actually have to take my AMLO, whoopsies. All right, I'm back. I always try to take it on the exact time just so I don't end up forgetting. But yeah, as I was saying, if Gary comes out, the SEC comes out and they say, okay, these altcoins are not securities, then I will just transfer or convert my Bitcoin back into Solana. But for now, just because Bitcoin is the safest option and you don't know what's going to happen in the future, I mean, this could be a couple hundred days we're talking about. This could be a whole year of going through these trials and stuff like that, trying to figure out what's going on. So if you are invested in crypto, I would personally convert it to Bitcoin. You can do what you want, but just know these newer altcoins, they can drop to zero. They can definitely drop to zero. Algorand dropped from like $1 something down to like 12 cents. So yeah, that's all I wanted to mention. It's a shame, you know, it's a shame this is kind of what we're going through, but it kind of needed to happen. Regulation was definitely needed in this space. I've been calling for that for a while. I think I actually have a video on this channel from a long time ago calling for regulation in crypto. And it got downvoted a lot because a lot of people don't want that. But you got to understand, there's people out there that there was a study done, like there was research done on there was one guy, right? There was one guy. He created over 200 rug pull crypto scams, right? So he would create a crypto token, hype it up, and then rug pull. And he did that over 200 times, and they tracked all of those different cryptocurrencies, all of those transactions to one wallet. One random dude was doing that. So you can't have that happen and have mass adoption. There's no way you can have that happen. These centralized exchanges, they need to follow the rules, especially Binance. Coinbase tried to do what they could, but the SEC just doesn't really like them. But Binance and these other exchanges, they're taking your money and they're saying, okay, we're gonna lock up your money here, it's gonna be safe. And then what they end up doing is they're lending out your money into these other shady exchanges so they can earn like 40% interest while giving you 7% interest, right? That's what FTX basically did. They offered you like 8% in Solana APY, but what they were doing was taking that money and basically, well, Sam Bankman-Fried was on jets and doing all this other stuff, but they were basically taking your money and just throwing it into these random dark pools, trying to earn 100% interest. So there needs to be regulation, and I understand that, but it's going to come at the cost of a couple cryptos and a couple exchanges. So, like I said, Bitcoin is king. I would invest in that. I would sell what you have or convert what you have, put it into Bitcoin, wait, see what happens, and that way if things don't go in your favor, at least it's like, okay, things didn't go in my favor, this altcoin dropped to zero, but at least Bitcoin is still here. So that's my thought process, that's my advice. It is not financial advice, by the way, it's just my advice in general. It's what I'm doing. I ain't telling you to do it, it's just what I'm doing. So hope you enjoyed it. My Solana's gone, but we got a whole bunch of Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. Bitcoin for life.